Welcome to Chat About with Rosalee Henry.
Hi everyone, this is Chat About with Rosalee Henry, where we have real conversation that transforms lives, one conversation at a time. And today we have with us Dave Nash, known as Dave the Nutritionist. He is a fitness and nutrition expert and also the founder of Pinnacle Fitness Center with over 25 years in the industry. He helps people build healthier lifestyles through fitness, nutrition, and wellness routines. Today, we'll be talking about postnatal wellness, nutrition, stress, and building healthy habits for family. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the program.
Yes. So, Dave, how did you get started?
Well, yeah, I have actually been interested in fitness ever since I was like in 7th grade, right? So going up through elementary school, going up through high school and that sort of thing. And then when I got into college, I got into health and physical education. So I was like, I'm going to be a teacher, right?
Wow.
Got into that. And while I was working, just like many other of the other college students there, right, as a waiter. And I was like, I need to be working a job that's on the same career path as I want to go.
Yeah.
And so I became a personal trainer at that time. And from there, in 2008, I started Pinnacle Fitness.
Wow.
And from that point we have grown. In 2014 we got into the building that we're in right now. And from there we have been just working with a lot of the community, helping them with health and wellness with our 4 services of personal training, group classes, stretch therapy, and customized nutritional planning.
Wow. Well, you didn't drift too far from teaching because that's still part of teaching.
Exactly.
You're teaching how to have healthier lifestyles. So you did accomplish what you set out to accomplish.
It's adult PE.
Yes. So
Yeah.
what is one of the biggest challenge or struggles that you see caregivers face when it comes to having a healthier lifestyle?
Yeah, well, they have several different challenges, but some of the big things that I see is blood sugar regulation, emotional and mental health, and energy levels is another one, and then just like nutritional deficiencies. A lot of people deal with those sorts of things on a daily basis, and it's not only affecting their body, but it's affecting their life, their lifestyle, and the relationships that they are in. And so it's really, really important to take care of yourself.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, we've talked about that. Taking care of yourself is so important.
It is very important, especially now that so much of us are in that sandwich generation, caring for immediate families, but also caring for aging parents.
Yes.
Do you come across people who sometimes have that guilt of just taking that time out to take care of themselves?
Yes. It's a lot of times they have that guilt. And the reason why I believe that many people have the guilt is because their identity is kind of wrapped in and built around the need that others have for them. And so it's just like identity is something that needs to be understood, that is not just that they're just a caregiver, but they have different things that that they have that comprise of their true total identity.
Yes.
Right. And so it's just a role. A caregiver is just a role. Okay. And that's what they need to understand, and that they shouldn't be guilty of giving towards others, but actually have understanding that they can take the support, the resources that they have, and actually do better for themselves.
Amen. Because we are always told, put the oxygen mask on,
Put
right?
the oxygen mask on first.
First, and I
Right?
know I'm guilty of that. Taking care of others before I take care of myself.
Yes.
So you're preaching to the choir, but we just want to take this time to encourage others. We have to take care of ourselves. Sometimes we're going to feel guilty.
Yes.
Right? But it's important to sometimes to be selfish.
Yeah.
For us to still be here. Because when we don't take care of ourselves, when we put everybody else in front of us, even being the sandwich generation, faced with the challenge of caring for aging parents. I've been through it.
Yeah.
I had to care for my mom. I was happy doing it, but at times I felt burnt out.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. And our mutual friend,
Yes.
Dr. Adrian
Dr.
Braden.
Andrea Braden.
Yeah, Andrea Braden. She actually came to Pinnacle with that same story. She was telling me that, David, I was burnt out. I was doing different workouts. I was doing different nutritional regimens and trying different apps, antidepressants,
Wow.
gaining weight.
Yes.
And she was like, I was pushing so hard for the family. And then,
Forget
she
about
had
herself.
the little baby. He is so cute.
Forget about
But she
herself.
forgot about herself.
Yes. Yes.
And then she reached out to us and she was like, David, your program has changed my life. It was not just about the weight loss, but we gave her the tools, the frameworks to help balance her routines, balance her health, and balance her mindset.
Yes. I'm sure that helps to make her a better person.
Yes, yes.
So we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be stepping into wellness and nutrition. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Welcome to Chat About with Rosalee Henry.
Welcome back to Chat About, where we have Dave the Nutritionist here with us, and we are talking about everything nutrition when it comes to taking care of ourselves, preventing burnt out, putting the oxygen mask on so we'll be able to take care of others. So Dave, you don't have to touch on maternal, postpartum, postnatal.
Yes.
So postnatal wellness beyond weight loss. As a postpartum doula, sometimes when I enter a home or even having a consultation with a mom, one of the first things she sometimes asks is, oh my God, when am I going to lose this baby fat? Sometimes she may have a C-section and she's so ready to get back into the gym. So what is your take on how do you support a mom, especially when she's struggling with that weight loss. She's trying everything, and she just cannot get back to where she wants to get to.
Body aesthetics is a touchy subject. It is important.
Yes, it is.
Let's just say that. It is important. But when you say wellness, that's a deep word.
Yes.
That encompasses so many things. When you are talking about wellness, you are talking about having that foundation of the body, the spirit, the mind, the emotions. And you want to make sure that everything is balanced, right? And so doing things like just taking time for yourself, reading, okay, praying, having time where you have maybe devotion, having time where you have time for yourself with different relationships that are supportive, okay, are going to be important, as well as getting your body back in shape. It may not snap back, it may not snap back just like that. But if you are taking care of those sort of things, that can help as you're on that journey, because it's a journey.
It is a journey.
It's not a sprint. It's a journey, and that's what we try to help people to realize, that this particular part, when it comes to wellness, has to be a journey in which you are committed to. Okay, if you are committed to that journey and really putting your best foot forward, it's going to happen for you if you are seeking the right help, okay, have the right information, okay, and you are committed with that and have the accountability, and then learn the discipline. Because a lot of people talk about, I just don't have a motivation. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. Because discipline is going to trump motivation any day of the week. You don't feel like doing it, right? Discipline is doing the things that you do not want to do, but you do them, okay?
Because you have a goal in mind.
Because you have a goal in mind. And so, yeah.
We talk about creating that village when a mom is pregnant, a family is just about to have a baby, creating that village when we're now stepping in the role of caring for our aging parents, right? We need a village. We also need a village when it comes to our wellness, because if we have an accountability partner, somebody who is going to push us, somebody who is going to encourage us, more likely we're going to achieve the goal that we set out to achieve. So that is very, very important. Nutrition and mood connection.
Oh, yes.
Where do you see that connection or lack of connection, if any?
Nutrition is so important for brain health, your mood, and all of those things. Your brain constantly needs nutrients, obviously, and it needs the right nutrients. You need the correct amount of proteins, carbs, and fats, and you also need water. A lot of times we forget to drink water. I'm like, how can you forget to drink water? But that is one of the first things we talk to our clients about. When you wake up in the morning, and this is free information. When you wake up in the morning, your first thing you need to do, before even brushing your teeth, drink 16 ounces of water. And by 10 a.m., drink another 16 ounces. Now, you will have 32 ounces of water, okay? And for some of you, that's half of your water that you need in a day if you just do that, okay? So that's going to be important for mood. If you are dehydrated, your mood is going to be off.
Wow.
Okay? If you don't have the right nutrients, your mood and your mental acuity is going to be off. The proteins, if you're not getting enough proteins in your diet, that's going to affect your neurotransmitters. There's 3 neurotransmitters that I want to talk about. Serotonin, we talk, you hear about that all the time. That's the one that helps calm you.
Wow.
Gives you a calm mood, right? So if you're not getting an adequate amount of nutrients for that, you're not going to be calm. Dopamine, that's the exciting. Those are the ones with the pleasure centers, right? So that's one that is going to be important. And then GABA, and GABA helps you to relax. A lot of people don't know about GABA. I have one of my children actually takes GABA, okay, and it helps her. And if she's all over the place and she's, did you take your GABA today? Because some people don't make some of these in abundance, okay?
Your body don't produce it, so you have to get a supplement.
So you have to get the supplement.
Yes.
So we gotta, not only the macronutrients, but the micronutrients are important for balance.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for that information. And we're going to be taking a short break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about the solutions, the things that we can do right now that's going to help us to have a more wholesome, well-rounded life.
All right.
Again, this is Rosalee, and we'll be right back.
Thank you for watching Chat About with Rosalee Henry.
Welcome back to our next segment of Chat About with Dave the Nutritionist. Dave, how we talk about taking care of ourselves, making sure that we take that time to take care of ourselves because it's only one of us. Routine, how do you say that routine helps with the emotional balance?
Yeah. So when it comes to routine, you want to break routine down into segments, right? Your morning segment, your afternoon segment, and then your evening segment. And if you're breaking it down into segments, now you can just kind of focus on one thing at a time. It's interesting. A lot of people, I got so much to do today. I got all these things to do, and I got to wash the clothes. I got to work. I got the kids to do, and so much because we're thinking about the whole picture, right? But we have to break it down into segments and understand. Some people say time block, but understand what is important in each segment. Also understand not just what you're doing, but what is going to be foundational in helping that particular activity at that time. And that is one of the things we do in our programming, because it's not just about you coming there and just working out. It's not just about you coming there and we talk to you about proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. It's about lifestyles. It's about routines. It's about everything that goes in your life that helps that wellness. So if you really take that time and plan and break it down, like I said, into different segments, into different routines, different segments for your routine, then you're going to be less stressed, and you'll have a better outcome. throughout the day.
I totally agree with that. What the Proverbs say, is it Proverbs? If you want to eat an elephant, you do it one bite at a time, right?
One
there you
bite
go.
at a
So
time.
not put everything on our plate.
Yeah.
Compartmentalize like you said, what goes on in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening to get things done.
Yes.
Tell us about Pinnacle Nutrition System.
Yeah, so Pinnacle Nutrition System is our customized nutrition plan, and it helps people to balance their body and achieve optimal wellness. And typically, when a person starts in their nutrition plan process, they do a discovery session with me. So they come to the studio, and we learn about their story because they are the star. We're the coaches,
Right.
We learn about their story, and we get biomarkers from them. So we get their height, their weight, their body fat, their lean mass, that sort of thing, and we put it into a formula that I've created about a decade and a half ago. Okay, that particular formula, it's a mathematical formula that I created that helps me understand their high range of calories and their low range of calories, because we have a calorie range that we should fit in, right? A lot of these apps and different old nutrition way of doing things, they're just like, oh, just stay under 1,200 calories and you lose weight, and you don't have no variance. And so what we say, okay, this is your top and this is your bottom. Because you have a different total daily energy expenditure, right? So the days that you work out, you're spending more energy. So what? We need more calories on those days. And then the other days, you should eat at baseline. And so that's what a lot of people call carb cycling or calorie cycling. And we do that in our programming. That's only a part of our programming. And so we have to find, like I said, that tier though, or where they fall into, and then we start to put them through a process of onboarding them and showing them how to use the specific tools that we give them. Our app, where they can track their calories and things of that sort, and some of their biomarkers. And then we have what we call a lifestyle tracker. And so that lifestyle tracker tracks how well you did, okay? How well you tracked your things, and it gives you a percentage points.
So kind of encouragement.
Yeah, it's encouragement. Okay. So it's like, how well did I do today? Did I? So they can just check off, and it's in a Google spreadsheet doc, and that also is a place where we make notes when we do our nutritional meetings. Okay, we make notes and things of that sort, and so by having those particular tools, they are getting and gaining so much and becoming, better.
Much better.
All of the things that they need when it comes to wellness.
That's awesome. So I know you are working with postnatal moms.
Yeah.
So now you have different tiers and you have different programs for the moms. How are you finding that they're more sticking to it? I like the fact that you don't use the word schedule. You use routine, because schedule is very rigid. Yeah. And when you have a mom with a baby or a couple of babies, it's hard to stick to a schedule.
Yeah.
You want to have it routine where it's flexible.
Exactly.
So how are you supporting those moms throughout that period so they can get to where they want to get to?
That is a very important question, because like a lot of people, they are just used to just being told, like you said, having a strict schedule. We have a framework, and we want you to work within the framework, but at the same time, you have a life.
Yes.
You have a life. And so we have to work around those life things. You may travel a lot. You may have big blocks in the day where you are busy doing something. And so we have to work around that by putting in certain nutrient values. Maybe we stack some of the nutrient values in the morning, so that when you get to this part where you're really, really busy,
Yes.
you can just eat something light or something like that. But we want to make sure that at the end of the day, we achieve the results that we have for you, so that you can progress in your program.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for all this information. We talk about wellness education, we talk about caregiver support, and also you supporting the maternal community, where you know that's my passion.
Yes.
So everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is Rosalee Henry with Chat About, and please reach out. Please support the village. We want to be a part of your village. You don't have to do this alone.
No.
Reach out. Mothers Helping Hands Atlanta.com. We're here to support you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching Chat About with Rosalee Henry.